Hello everyone, thanks for your tremendous response for the previous videos. In this video, I am back with a new video covering MCQs of chapter 2 of class 7 nutrition in animals, mainly covering the nutrition in humans, cow and amoeba. So let us see the various types of the MCQs in this chapter. Let us see the first question. Which of the following pair of teeth differ in structure but are similar in the function? Which differ in structure but are similar in function? Option A, canines and incisor. Option B, premolars and canines. Option C, incisors and molars. Option D, molars and premolars. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, molars and premolars. They differ in structure but are similar in function. Therefore, option D is the correct one. In this picture, we are seeing the types of the teeth in our mouth. Right, incisor teeth, they are 4 in number, canine they are 2 in number, premolar they are 4 in number, and molar they are 6 in number in the lower jaw. See, the type of the teeth is incisor, which are used for cutting and biting the teeth. Canine they are used for piercing and tearing, and premolar teeth they are used for chewing and grinding the food item. Now let us see the number of teeth in the lower jaw and in the upper jaw in our mouth. In this table we can see there are incisor teeth. There are 4 incisor teeth in the lower jaw, in the upper jaw 4, total 8. The incisor teeth are used for cutting and biting. Canine, there are 2 in the lower jaw, 2 in the upper jaw, total 4. They are used for piercing and tearing. Premolar teeth, which are used for chewing and grinding, 4 in the lower jaw, 4 in the upper jaw, total 8. There are 6 molar teeth in the lower jaw, 6 in the upper jaw, total 12, which are used for chewing and grinding the food. Therefore, in the lower jaw we are having 16 teeth, in the upper jaw we are having 16 teeth. Total number of teeth in our mouth are 32. So this table is very useful to remember the number of teeth based on their function. Which life process helps humans to break down the food? Option A, digestion. Option B, excretion. Option C, respiration. Option D, walking after a meal. The correct answer is option A, digestion. Let us move for the next question. Which of the following set is the correct combination of organs that do not carry out any digestive function? Option A, buccal cavity, esophagus, rectum. But in the buccal cavity, our digestion process starts in the mouth. Option B is also correct. In the buccal cavity, digestion will start. But option C, esophagus, no digestion will happen. In the large intestine, no digestion will happen. In the rectum also no digestion will happen. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. But D option, in the small intestine, where the digestion process completes. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, esophagus, large intestine and rectum, where the organs do not carry out any digestive functions. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Let us move for the next question. The swallowed food moves downwards in the alimentary canal because of option A, the contraction of muscles in the wall of the food pipe, force provided by the muscular tongue, the flow of water taken with the food, gravitational pull. The correct answer is option A, the contraction of muscles in the wall of food pipe is the correct answer for this question. Here is the next question. The acid present in the stomach makes the medium alkaline, digests starch into simpler sugars, protects the stomach lining from harmful substances, kills the harmful bacteria that may enter along with the food. The correct answer is option D. The acid kills the harmful bacteria that may enter along with the food. Here is the next question. The finger-like outgrowths of amoeba helps to ingest the food. However, the finger-like outgrowths of the human intestine helps too. The finger-like outgrowths are called as villi. They, option A, digest the fatty food substances, make the food soluble, absorb the undigested food, absorb the digested food. The answer is option D, absorb the digested food. Answer is D. Statements with reference to the villi of small intestine. They have very thin walls. It is true. Villi have very thin walls. They have a network of thin and small blood vessels close to the surface. It is also true. They have small pores through which food can easily pass. It is incorrect statement. They are finger-like projection. It is also a true statement. Let us see the question. Identify those statements which enable the villi to absorb digested food. Option 1, 2 and 4 are the correct. Therefore, the answer is option A. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let us move for the next question now. The enzymes present in the saliva convert fats into fatty acids and glycerol, starch into simple sugars, proteins into amino acids, complex sugars into simple sugars. The correct answer is option B. The enzymes present in the saliva convert starch into simple sugars. The false feet of amoeba are used for capture of food only, capture of food and movement only. Option D, exchange of gases only. The answer is option B, capture of food and movement. Curd is the name given to the food of ruminants which is properly chewed and completely digested, properly chewed and partially digested, swallowed and partially digested, swallowed and undigested. The answer is option C, swallowed and partially digested. Option C is the correct answer. Cellulose rich food substances are good source of roughage in human beings because option A, human beings do not have cellulose digesting enzymes. Option B, cellulose gets absorbed in the human blood and converts into fibers. The cellulose digesting bacteria converts cellulose into fibers. Cellulose breaks down into smaller compounds which are digested as roughage. Option A is the correct answer. Human beings do not have cellulose. Correct order of terms that describes the process of nutrition in ruminants. In the ruminants, what happens? First, they swallow the grass and they store it in the rumen where it is partially digested. Then it is stored as curd and it comes back to mouth, that is known as rumination, and after that it goes to the small intestine, then goes to the large intestine where complete digestion happens. By looking into these options, option A looks correct one. Option A, swallowing, partial digestion, chewing of curd and complete digestion. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Let us move for the next question. Given below are some food items: boiled and mashed potato, glucose solution, a slice of bread, mustard oil. Which of the above will give blue-black color when tested with iodine? We know that boiled and mashed potato are rich sources of carbohydrate, and also a slice of bread is also rich source of carbohydrate. So when to this, if we add iodine solution, it changes to blue-black color because they mainly contain what? Starch. Therefore the correct answer is option C, 1 and 3. Let us move for the next question. Name the parts of the alimentary canal where water gets absorbed from the undigested food. Small intestine, stomach, large intestine, liver. The answer is option C, large intestine. Here the water gets absorbed from the undigested food. The correct answer is option C, large intestine. Name the parts of the alimentary canal where digested food gets absorbed. We know that the digested food gets absorbed from the small intestine. Therefore option A is the correct one. Small intestine is the correct answer. Here is the next question. Name the parts of the alimentary canal where taste of the food is perceived. In the mouth, mainly it is in the mouth. Small intestine, tongue, large intestine, liver. The option B is through the tongue. Option B is the correct answer. Here is the next question. Name the parts of the alimentary canal where bile juice is produced. Bile juice is produced by the largest gland in our body, that is liver. Option B is the correct answer. Liver produces bile juice. Option B is the correct answer. Here is the next question. Choose the odd one out of from each group and give reasons. Liver, salivary gland, starch, gallbladder. Except starch, all releases and stores bile juice. Salivary gland releases saliva, but starch is not a gland. Therefore option C is the correct answer. Starch is the odd one out here. Next one. The table shows some steps involved in the food intake by amoeba. Identify the correct sequence. As soon as the amoeba detects the food, it senses the food, then it pushes out its pseudopodia, that is false feet, towards the food. After that, it swallows the food particles. Engulfing of the food will happen. Once it engulfs the food, it stores, that traps the food in the food vacuole. The correct sequence is goes like this. Option A, then C, then B, then D. A, C, B, D. This is the sequence of the food intake by the amoeba. Option C is the correct answer. A, C, B, D is the correct answer for this question. Here is the next question. Identify the incorrect statements. Tongue is attached to the floor of the mouth cavity at the back. It is true. The large intestine is shorter and wider than the small intestine of the human alimentary canal. It is also true. Mucus protects the stomach lining from damage. It is also true. Option D. All heterotrophs have a dissimilar basic process of nutrition. It is false. All heterotrophs have a similar basic process of nutrition. Therefore, the incorrect statement is option D is the correct answer for this question. So let us move for the next question. Question number 21. Humans chew the food only when they have food in their mouths, but buffaloes chew continuously even when they are not eating grass. What could be the reason behind this fact? Let us see the options here. Option A. Buffaloes chew continuously because they store undigested grass in their mouth. It is wrong statement. Option B. Buffaloes chew continuously to remove the stuck food particles from their mouth parts. It is also wrong. Buffaloes chew continuously because cud, the partially digested food, returns to their mouth in the small lumps. It is true statement. Let us see the option D also. Buffaloes chew continuously to collect saliva in their mouth so that more bacteria can be formed in their mouth. It is wrong. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Here is the next question. A sac-like structure between the esophagus and small intestine is present in some grass-eating animals such as horses and rabbits. This helps these animals to digest the cellulose. It is absent in humans, so cellulose cannot be digested by humans. What is the name of this structure and what makes this to digest the cellulose? Here are the options. Option A, rumen, the presence of certain bacteria that are absent in human cecum. Option B, cecum, the presence of certain bacteria that are absent in humans. Option C, cecum, the presence of certain proteins that are absent in humans. Option D, rumen, the presence of certain proteins that are absent in humans. The correct answer is option B. Animals are having a structure known as cecum. In the cecum, they are having some bacteria, but these bacteria are absent in the human beings. Therefore, the correct answer is option B is the correct answer. Here is the next question. Choose the odd one out from each group and give reasons. Stomach, liver, pancreas, salivary gland. Stomach, liver, pancreas and salivary gland. The correct answer is option A, stomach. Stomach is not a gland. The next one is the alimentary canal stretches from mouth to anus. Option C is the correct answer. Mouth to anus is the correct answer. Choose the odd one out from each group and give reasons. Esophagus, small intestine, large intestine and rectum. Option A, esophagus. B, small intestine. C, large intestine. Option D, rectum. Because answer is option B, small intestine, because no juice is released by other parts except small intestine. Here is the next question. Teeth are rooted in separate sockets between the gums. Option D is the correct answer. Teeth are rooted in separate sockets and between the gums. Here is the next question. Choose the odd one out from each group and give the reasons. Tongue, absorption, taste, swallow. Here is the option. Tongue, swallow, taste, absorption. Answer D is the correct answer because other three are the parts of mouth. Option D is the correct answer. Here is the next question. Digestion of food starts in mouth and gets completed in small intestine. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. It starts in mouth and ends in small intestine. Option D is the correct answer. Here is the next question. The largest gland in the human body is pancreas, salivary gland, thyroid, liver. Option D is the correct answer. It is the largest gland in the human body. Here is the next question. Transportation of absorbed food to different parts of the body and their utilization is called assimilation. Option B is the correct answer. Assimilation is the term given to it. Here is the next question. What is the mode of feeding in housefly? Sponging, biting and chewing, sucking? None of the above. Answer A is the correct answer. Sponging is the mode of feeding in housefly. Next question. Breaking of complex food substances into simpler and soluble substances is called absorption, assimilation, digestion, nutrition. Answer C, that is digestion. It is the name given to the digestion process. What is the mode of feeding in cockroach? Sponging, biting and chewing, sucking and none of the above. Answer B is the correct. Here is the next question. What is the mode of feeding in frog? Sponging, biting and chewing, sucking. Option D, swallowing. Answer D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer, swallowing. Here is the next question. Removal of undigested and unabsorbed solid residues of food from the body is called option A, absorption, excretion or excretion. Option C, digestion. Option D, nutrition. Answer B is the correct answer, excretion or excretion. Here is the next question. What is the mode of feeding in mosquito? Option A, sponging. Option B, biting and chewing. Option C, sucking. Option D, suckling. Option C, that is sucking, is the mode of feeding in mosquito. Here is the next question. Taking of food into the body is called ingestion, excretion or excretion, digestion, nutrition. Answer A, that is ingestion, is the term given to it. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Here is the next question. What is the mode of feeding in infants? Sponging, biting and chewing, sucking. Option D, suckling. Answer is option D, suckling is the correct answer for this question. Next question. Transport of digested and soluble food from the intestine to blood vessels is called absorption, excretion, digestion, nutrition. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Absorption is the term given to it. Next question. Identify the incorrect pair. Rectum, it stores the fecal matter, it is true. Gallbladder, it stores the bile juice, it is also true. Stomach, it releases mucus. Tongue is having taste buds. Small intestine is having villi. All statements are correct. None of the above statements are incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, none of the above. Next question. When a person swallows the food, dash valves folds backward to cover the entrance of the larynx so food and liquid do not enter the windpipe. Option A, epiglottis flap. Option B, tricuspid. Option C, bicuspid. None of the above. Option A is the correct answer, epiglottis flap. Next one. Removal of gallbladder leads to difficulty in digestion of dash substances because bile juice helps in the digestion of fats. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, that is fats. Here is the next question. The digestion of all food components is completed by the salivary juice, pancreatic juice, intestinal juice. None of the above. Answer C is the correct answer, intestinal juice. Here is the next question. Large intestine absorbs dash and some dash from the undigested food, water and salts from the undigested food. Option C is the correct answer for this question. This is the main function of the large intestine. Here is the next question. Our tongue is attached at the back of the floor to the floor of the mouth cavity and is free at the front. Answer B is the correct answer. It is fixed at back and free at the front. Here is the next question. Amoeba pushes out dash around the food and traps it in a food dash. It pushes out the pseudopodia and traps it in vacuole. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Here is the next question. The cutting and biting teeth are molars, canines, premolar, incisor. Option D is the correct answer. Incisors teeth are used for cutting and biting the food. Which organ secretes the bile juice? Pancreas, stomach, liver. None of the above. Option C is the liver. It releases the bile juice and is stored in the gallbladder. The piercing and tearing teeth are molars, canine, premolar, incisor. The correct answer is option B. Canine are used for piercing and tearing the food. Why is the digestion of fats is difficult as compared to that of other nutrients? Because they are complex, they are soluble in water. Insolubility of fat in water. None of the above. Answer C. Insolubility of the fat in water is the correct answer for this question. The grinding and chewing teeth are molars, canines, premolars. Option D, both A and C. Both molars and premolars are used for grinding and chewing the food. Option D is the correct answer. The organ where protein digestion starts and ends. It starts in the stomach and ends in the small intestine. And ultimately, the proteins gets converted into amino acids. Option A is the correct answer for this question. The organ that releases digestive juice into the small intestine, liver, pancreas, stomach, large intestine. The answer Option B is the correct answer. Pancreas releases digestive juices into the small intestine. The organ where bile juice gets stored is small intestine, stomach, small intestine, stomach, large intestine, gallbladder. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Let us see the important highlighting points in this chapter. The cream colored digestive gland in the human body is pancreas. The animal which feeds with the help of pseudopodia is amoeba. The undigested excretory solid residues in the human body are called fecus. Total number of molars in one jaw of an adult is 6. Organ that mixes saliva with the food is tongue. The largest gland in the human body is liver. The point of defecation in the human body is called anus. Watery secretion in the mouth is called saliva. Bile juice is stored in the gallbladder. Cow is an example of a ruminant. Finger-like outgrowths in the small intestine are called villi. Curd is a form of food chewed by the ruminants. Hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria in the stomach. Secretion of acids and enzymes happens in the stomach. Pancreas releases pancreatic juice. Digestion and absorption of food happens in the small intestine. Chewing adds saliva in the food, which converts the starch into sugars. So thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, if you found it is useful, please like the button, subscribe the channel and share the video. Thank you for watching this video once again. Thank you one and all.